You changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Isaiah, and basically it's my 4th episode. It's about creativity and how people believe weed ties into creativity, even though it doesn't. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out the way right there. Secondly, I want you guys to realize you live in life. Nothing's wrong with you living your life, but I think a lot of you guys think you're living your life when you're living a preconceived life, like it's already been thought of. Because most of you are gonna go get a house, most of you are gonna go get a car, most of you are gonna have kids. That's nothing special about that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not down anybody that wants to do that. That's life, you know what I'm saying? You're perfect for the system. You're perfect to keep this America going. You're perfect for that. But for people that, you know, they want a little bit more and stuff, this channel is really for you, like the creativity part. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a house. There's nothing wrong with having a car. There's nothing wrong with just having kids. But is it more to it? What do you want out of life? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? That's up for you to find out. Okay, but back to this creativity thing, basically. How to know if you're not creative? That's what we're gonna talk about first. And one of my quickest ways and funniest, it's kind of funny to me because I'm sometimes called this way. You know, guys, in my videos, I don't want nobody to think I'm perfect. People, I know a lot of people are gonna try to slander me, or people are gonna be like, oh, who is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? The question is, who the fuck are you to question who the fuck am I? That's what needs to be questioned. We're all nobodies, okay? So come get this information. Come get this different opinion. You don't have to agree. Absorb this information and take what you want out of it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I just hate when people come to slander other people. Basically with the creativity thing though. If you constantly find yourself waiting 2 weeks to get paid, that's a problem, okay? I've already broke down in the 9 to 5 video. You work 1/3 of your day every time you go to work, okay? That's 8 hours. Every time you go, that's 1/3 of your day, unless you're doing part-time. So if you're doing 1/3 of your day, technically you should have still 2/3 of your day, not including transportation. What are you doing with those 2/3 of your day? I'm not saying you're investing it or giving it your all like you are at your full-time job, but what, you going out clubbing, or you going to sleep, or you just smoking your money away? Yo, all those things people are doing, that's not creative. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing anything different. People do this all the time. It's people called weekend warriors. They wait for their check and they blow it at the club. They blow it at the movies. They blow it on a date, and they're back to the 9 to 5 grind. It's very frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Very frustrating. And people, and you know, I'm one of the people that believe if these motherfuckers just gave us our money quicker, we wouldn't be as broke. But the thing is, they're giving us chump change. You would still be broke. So that doesn't matter. But if you constantly see yourself waiting 2 weeks for a check, or a week and a half or some shit, you lack creativity, nigga. Cause you have 2/3 of your day for 2 weeks. You can make something happen. A lot of you don't though. But hey, it's not your fault. Another reason you're not creative, okay? Another reason you're not creative, or to know if you are creative, do you question the small things? Do you question the smallest of details? Do you question stuff like that? Like, think about it. The only time you ever walked to lunch in a line was school. That's the only time you ever walked to lunch in a line. When you're at home, let's say you got suspended from school, it was nobody there to tell you to use the restroom or not. It was nobody there to tell you anything, because you had common sense enough. But guess what? They still put you in this box, and they still contained you. That's gonna get into our next segment into this topic. It's not your fault, bro. It's not your fault at all you lack creativity, because you're somewhere for, if I'm not mistaken, 14 years. If you go to pre-K kindergarten first, all the way to 12th, you know, you're in there for 14 fucking years of your life, and all they do is control you to a mass degree. They do not know you individually. They know your name, and probably your hairstyle. They don't know you individually, don't know where you come from. You're here to get the lesson, you're here to get the fuck on. They don't care about your family problems. They don't care about your life. And if you're catching the drift, that reminds me a lot of a 9 to 5. I guess that's what they're getting you prepared for. But hey, the whole school system, these standards we put on students, we make students feel like they're better than someone because they get a letter grade. And parents will promote that. Parents will literally promote that. A letter grade. A letter grade shows your son or your daughter's significance in this world. Is that what you're saying? And if it does, what if they only go to high school? You mean for 14 years of their life, grades show their significance. What about the rest of their life? What's going to show their worth? What's going to show their value? It's not grades, bro. I think people get sucked into this system. Now listen, before I get deep into this, I want you guys to know I'm only 19. I'm thinking as I go along with this channel. And really this channel is like I'm posting my life and how I'm feeling at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So I will say I don't have the answers for school yet, because I've thought of different scenarios. Like, you know, if I was just, if I ran a school board, maybe I made school more about love and connection and togetherness. But that wouldn't work, because you got to realize life is bigger than America. Somebody can bomb Atlanta right now, and most of us wouldn't know what to do. We'd be lost. We'd be picking up pieces. We'd be devastated. Our world would be crushed. I was talking to my girlfriend one night. I say this all the time. A lot of you are only protected by the four walls around you. A lot of you don't know shit. A lot of you aren't aware that it's a rabid raccoon in your backyard just hoping you come out at 12:01 next morning. A lot of you don't know this stuff. You're protected by this little environment, this little TV, that little iPhone. You're protected by all this basic shit, bro. And it kind of suffocates your creativity, bro. If you didn't have a phone, your mind wouldn't just wander. You get that? Every time your mind wanders and you get on your phone, most of you just go to a social media site. I know I'm not the only person that's ever closed Instagram and then went right back to Instagram. I know I'm not one of those people. And for the people that's like that, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I try to stay on Instagram less than 45 minutes a day. I'll screenshot my time and activity. I'm really not on this shit. But I will say this. What are you doing? And what's stopping you? That's gonna be in another episode, but I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. It's you. You're stopping yourself. The creativity. You're stopping yourself. Obviously, a school, this foundation has been built on holding us back and funneling you like cattle to either a bigger scam, which is college, or the basic work slave, 9 to 5 grind. Oh, I don't want to work at Metro PCS no more. I go to Kroger's, okay? I'm a slave to Kroger's now. I don't want to work at Kroger's no more. I want to go to Publix, okay? I'm a slave to Publix now. It doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? If you realize that you don't want to get scammed by colleges, them motherfuckers gonna work the shit out you. That's how it works. You don't want to get scammed for another 4 years, nigga? Come work on this motherfucking cotton field. Oh no, not this cotton field. I mean Kroger's. Pick these shelves, pick these cans off this aisle, sweep these floors. Yo, I promise I wouldn't make this a 9 to 5 video. I used to work at McDonald's, bro. I had to sweep every 5 minutes. Like, bro, the floor is gonna get junky, my nigga. We're constantly making fries, constantly making shakes. Why do I have to sweep the floor every 5 minutes? Why? Like, bro, stuff like that just drives me fucking crazy. If I'm home, I'm gonna wait until I'm really just done, or it's just a huge enough mess to where I can't ignore this shit. I'm not gonna keep clean. Like, bro, some people are like that, so don't get me wrong. Some people, hey man, I just battered my chicken. I'm gonna dust this flour off real quick before I move to the next stage. I like to complete the cook. Let me finish the woman meal before I just start sweeping and shit. So, but that's getting off topic. That's just showing my frustration with the 9 to 5, and they just forcing you to do stuff. Like, you can't think for yourself. You can't have an opinion. You can't have a voice. But that's going off topic. Okay, so basically, with the school system, who are putting these standards in place? Who's voting on these standards? Who's telling us what's right and what's wrong? And then the thing is, for all you that feel the exact way I feel, but you're like, how do I get out of this? You gotta start questioning shit. That's why I created this page. You gotta question shit. Go to your motherfucking parents and be like, yo, who votes on these standards? They don't know. And then when they don't know, be like, so mom, why do you get so mad when I don't get an A when you don't even know what I'm learning? You don't even know what I'm doing. Why? You have to start with why. We gotta start with why. And over time, it's gonna become an answer to the why, okay? That's the biggest point I wanna make. So let's get to, I already told you I can't fix the school system right now. I'm not at that level. I'm about to almost wrap this video up. I want to say the system works, okay? I said this in a 9 to 5 video. It's very common why people aren't creative because, why stress myself over trying to think outside the box when the box works. Cause some of you motherfuckers got some decent 9 to 5s. You getting paid about, you know, $5 a check or $5 a month. You doing pretty straight. You pretty straight. So you're thinking, why do I have to be creative? You don't. You know what I'm saying? If you're perfectly satisfied with where you at, you don't have to change anything. But for the people out there that want more, the people that, you know, like, okay, this ain't getting me. This ain't me. I'm not happy here. Go looking for it. Go do what you gotta do to get there, bro. Like, cause I'm telling you, man, this box only cares about the box. And I'm not the box. The box is the system, you idiots, if you haven't correlated it. The box only cares about the box. Okay? So when you think outside the box, do not think the box will cater to what you're thinking about. Okay? Okay? Like, I'm a firm believer that school is a waste of fucking time. But when you got colleges funneling money into politicians, do you really think they care about what I'm saying? No, they don't. They don't. Because the box is moving perfectly fine. In the word of Shannon Sharps, this world is moving the way they intended it to. Honestly, that's all that's happening. I really just want to get to this weed thing. It's gonna be quick, bro. I smoke weed, okay? Nothing's wrong with smoking weed. And, you know, we know that. But one thing I will say, for you scary niggas that talk about you rappers or artists, and you always got to get intoxicated to do what you say you can do, I'm not impressed. Like, bro, weed doesn't make you creative. It takes the stress off your shoulders. A lot of you don't want the problems that you create. A lot of you don't want the situations that you're in. But what you got to realize is you got to submerge yourself in that and make yourself better. You gotta conquer that situation. It's the reason everybody's in the situation that they're at. If you in the booth and your hands shaking and you feel like you gotta light a blunt to get that verse off, motherfucker, you need to go, bruh. Maybe set up your own studio where it's less pressure and just, you know, rap. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with smoking weed, but if you constantly associate some type of drug with success or creativity, that is a problem. A problem leading down a slippery drain, bro. Like, that is a huge problem. Do not associate creativity, success with drugs. Don't do that. Man, every time I get this bean, I just feel like I'm making more money because I ain't going to sleep, bro. I'm up making... No, bro. You're just up unnaturally because you got something in your body. Your body's like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? That's the only reason you're up. And you probably could have made the same amount of money if you just spent more time into what you were doing in the first place and more invested. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.